franchise theme, guys.
Okay.
The Rocky V division, despite the efforts of a young Kevin Connolly and Tommy Gunn, was probably not the best installation. Cardinals down at the 32. Bengals free falling to 25. Giants lose again. This is the last division. Let's go to the Rocky Balboa division. The 2006 film when Sly Stallone at 60 years old fought Mason the Line Dixon. Didn't care for it.
Mason the Line Dixon.
The Bills coming off a win. Josh Allen wins.
Antonio
Tarver. Yeah, but he was Mason the Line Dixon. Milo Ventimiglia is a young Rocky Balboa. The Eagles at 19, kind of just hovering. Are they going to wake up? We'll find out. Move to the Rocky III division. You got Clubber Lang, Thunder Lips. Oh yeah, it's good. He's good. Clubber Lang, Thunder Lips. We got Rocky and Apollo jumping in the ocean and wearing grape smugglers and knee socks.
Ding, ding,
Minnesota
ding.
Vikings, Seahawks. Now let's get to the Rocky IV division.
Grape smugglers.
Brigitte Nielsen, I'm the unsilent majority. Big mouth. That's what Paulie says. The Saints at 1, Rams, Chiefs, Patriots, Chargers in the top 5 with some 3 teams knocking on the door trying to get in at us.
I like that. Those were Elliott's rankings for Week 13. The Chargers jumped into the 5 spot in the top 5, and the Steelers dropped out after their loss to the Broncos in Denver. Let's take a power trip, shall we? Let's take a trip to Week 13's power rankings. Let's go around the table. Which team sitting outside the top 5 right now, looking at that list, who's going to be in Week 14's top 5?
This is so tough for me because I don't see any of these teams losing. But if I'm looking at a team that's going to catch their rhythm at some point towards the end of this season, it has to be the Steelers. I mean, when you look at the way that they lost, I mean, that was just a ridiculous way. And I know Big Ben came out and said, you know, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to shoot my shot. But you got to take care of the rock. I feel like they're going to get back to the running game, which makes them so much of a better team and a better offense. So I'm going with the Steelers. I would have to think about who's going to drop out of that top 5. But the Steelers, by the time we have this conversation next week, will be in the top 5.
There's a team that's won 5 straight games, is on the top of their division. If the playoffs were today, they'd be hosting a playoff game. They've got a top 5 offense, top 5 defense, and they've got now the NFC Defensive Player of the Week and a guy named Eddie Jackson. How are the Bears?
Yes, Schrager!
I got the Bears in the top 5. They've been rolling 5 straight wins, and every week it's like, okay, but can they beat these guys?
Yeah, but.
They're going into the Giants this week. If you don't think they're going to whoop up on the Giants, you haven't been watching football. I think the Bears do another win, and we continue to question them, and maybe they'll get in the top 5. But
Oh, Eddie.
disrespect.
Oh, Eddie.
5 straight wins.
So clean.
Eddie's the new Ed Reed.
So pretty. It's so pretty and so clean. This is why this is fun, though. Like, I always say no room at the inn. The Bears are great. The 5 teams are really good. I think the team is going to go, and I actually agree with Nate. I think the Steelers are going to beat the Chargers, if only because Melvin Gordon has been their best player this year. He's been their best player. Rivers is incredible. The receivers are great. Gordon makes them go. He's out. I think Pittsburgh comes off the weird loss in Denver. They beat the Chargers, which just means they have to swap in. I think they're in the 5 spot.
We'll see how it works out. I would just like to thank you guys for a really fun show where I learned a lot.
What'd you learn?
I did not see Vince Carter's elbow through the thing until today. I went
crazy,
that long
right?
in life without seeing it. It was insane.
Yeah.
Also, Gundy on Morning's leg, you undersold that.
First time in show history.
I thought you were fully exaggerating. I was like, all right, Kyle, get off the floor. Gundy. No, that was crazy. Also, there was a Rocky V.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was
Forgettable.
a Rocky V.
Yeah. The late Tommy Morrison, the late Sage Stallone.
Yeah.
And then Marilyn Manson.
That was like the Tokyo Drift
You
of
taught me a lot about Marilyn Manson in the commercial break.
it's like the
That's
Tokyo
Saints
Drift of the
Cowboys.
Rocky movies.
They brush over it.
Did you listen to it?
I'm not Googling anything.
He's listening to Antichrist Superstar. It's a great album.
Googling. We'll see you guys tomorrow, of course, for Thursday Night Football. This is Gia McPhee. We got you guys tomorrow.
And here I just scored a
What we got
touchdown.
here?
No!
Ed Gundy!
Help me! Who's this child? That's it. Touchdown.